It's been very pleasant, of course. I think a lot of people had a little taste of fall yesterday morning with the clouds that kind of stuck around a good part of the day. Today we saw temperatures close to 90 degrees. It'll be a little bit cooler heading into tomorrow, but regardless, we're looking at some very nice conditions heading into the unofficial end of summer tomorrow. I'm bummed about it, but you know what we get in return? We get college football this weekend, and of course we get the NFL starting on Thursday night, and starting next Sunday we'll be carrying NFL games too. I believe it's the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. But you know what? I'm gonna let Orlando handle the sports stuff. I'll take care of the weather. But here's a look at the Labor Day forecast for you. We're looking at temperatures out of the gate in the low 60s. By midday, we'll be seeing a reading of 70 degrees on our way to highs right around the low 80s. And earlier this afternoon, we saw a little bit of some light showers move through, picking up a little more of those showers over along Astoria. They could maybe filter in through parts of the west side of Longview and into southwest Washington. But again, we are going to be seeing no threat of rain, no threat of measurable amount of rain for another potentially week or so. Now, I talked about this at the top of the show, but we do have some watches warnings, that gray color air quality warning in effect again throughout the central and parts of the eastern side of the state. Burns and down in southern Oregon, you're going to be under that heat advisory to start things off tomorrow. I'm forecasting highs throughout parts of southern Oregon and eastern Oregon, at least southeastern Oregon, anywhere from about 98 to 103 degrees over the next 2 to 3 days or so. So you're going to be spending time over in that part of the state. Get ready for some heat. We have some clouds kind of filtering in a little bit. We're seeing a temperature right now of 68 degrees, dew points at 57, and the winds are pretty light coming in from the northwest, about 15 miles an hour. And there's really no major changes with the forecast. We're going to be seeing a pleasant start, or I should say a pleasant end to the holiday weekend tomorrow. But as we put this into motion, we'll start to see our ridge of high pressure develop heading into Tuesday. That will bring in warmer conditions. I'm forecasting highs right around 90 degrees, but there's no threat of any major storms are going to be moving in, bringing in any measurable amount of rain. We're sitting at 60 days now with no measurable amount of rain, which is now the third driest stretch we've seen on record. By the end of the week, in fact, by the next couple of days, we could be looking at the second driest, and there's a slight chance we could see the wettest stretch on record if things hold true. If some models show that we could be still seeing some dry conditions heading into next weekend. Temperatures currently are looking at right around the low 60s, 65 over in Scappoose in both West Linn and King City. You're wrapping up your Sunday night with temperatures in the mid to the upper 60s. East side of the state still relatively warm. Pendleton's at 76. In the Dalles, you're seeing a temperature right now of 77. Daytime highs earlier this afternoon right around the mid to the upper 80s. That kind of theme of sunny and warm conditions continued heading into the afternoon earlier today. Over in Tillamook, you saw temperatures close to 80 degrees, and down in Salem, you saw a temperature of 87 degrees. Now, tomorrow along the coast, you're going to be seeing a little bit of some clouds to start things off, but by the afternoon, sunny with daytime highs right around the upper 60s to about low 70s. Meanwhile, throughout the valley, expect to see a little brief clouds here and there, but look at those temperatures. Very pleasant for early September with temperatures right around the low 80s. And the shot behind me, beautiful shot last night of the northern lights there above the Columbia River Gorge. Temperatures tomorrow in the gorge will be right around the low 80s on the west end. If you're going to be spending any time near the Dalles, it's going to be sunny and warm with temperatures closer to 90 degrees. Now, throughout the east side of the state, sunny and hot. You're not going to be seeing any threat of thunderstorms, but you will be seeing some areas of smoke and haze. Again, that's going to be an issue over the next couple of days as we look at that smoke forecast. Again, I talked about this at the top of the show. Most of the smoke and haze will be really focused on the central and eastern side of the state, but there is a slight chance we could be looking at a little bit of some smoky and hazy conditions potentially by Tuesday afternoon. But for tomorrow, for Labor Day, we'll be seeing a temperature of 82 degrees, and then for Tuesday, getting into the upper 80s to low 90s. Nice and cool for Wednesday and Thursday before another round of warmer temperatures for Friday and Saturday. But again, heading into the later part of September, Britt, that chance of seeing any threat of major heat is really out of the question. We could still see temperatures close to 90 over the next few days, but I'd say that, you know, for people getting ready to wrap up the holiday weekend, it's going to be really nice.